Opening prayer. The energy of love is within us and is us. Whole and complete is the I that we are. We awaken to the truth of our being. We will this be done within and without. May we come to recognize that we receive all that we give. We know that we have forgiven ourselves when we forgive others of all grievances held within our minds. May we not be led in temptation by the voice of separation, but instead may we transcend all illusions. For ours is the power, peace, and love of Christ consciousness found within each of us, who is but the perfect extension of the one mind and heart that is shared by all, and is our birthright as the holy extensions of love itself. Our affirmation of faith. We believe in one God, the author and energy of life, whose love sustains the universe and all things found within it. Our 5 Christ principles. 1. There is only one energy in the universe. That energy is love, at all times, active in everyone, everywhere. 2. We are the divine energy of love, and that energy is found throughout the universe and in all things, whether seen or unseen. 3. We create our experiences by what we choose to think, feel, and believe, and thereby establishing our responsibility for our own choices. 4. Through opening our heart center, we connect with the energy of love and bring out the Christ within us. 5. We express our desire to be of service when we live and demonstrate Christ consciousness in all of our affairs. And God loves you like crazy.
Thank you, Marvin, and thank you, Miss Bobby, and welcome to the Church of Christ Consciousness. I'd like to thank everyone who is here, who's watching online, and who will watch later this week. Remember, we are here for those who are ready, truly ready to live the truth of their being. So, what do I want to talk about today? It sounds funny, but the topic came to me from a commercial on television. What can I say? I wasn't obviously watching TV. I was up kind of just putzing around, but I had it on because I wanted to hear something. And a commercial came on. It was from a commercial that I was like, wow, that's a wonderful topic to talk about. And what was so crazy is it was from an attorney. It was a commercial for an attorney. You know, it's like you don't really think of receiving a topic to discuss on a Sunday afternoon from an attorney commercial. Well, here's what the attorney said. The attorney said, I learned a long time ago, if you live in the past, you die in the present. I was up, like I said, walking over, doing my stuff, and I went, what? A lawyer said that. So I go back and stand in front of the TV, and I could replay it. So I hit the button to replay it, and that's exactly what the attorney said. And I went, there's no way. Well, I thought, where did he get this from? So I sat down and I thought, my favorite thing, Google. So I put it in, and there it is. It's a very old saying. I'd never heard it put that way, and much less coming from an attorney. If you live in the past, you're dead to the present. And so I began to follow the, Google Dive, let's put it that way. going down the Google rabbit hole just to see what people had written about it. I thought, yeah, wow. And this attorney actually recognizes you cannot live in the past and be present in this moment, the only moment that exists. And I'm like, whoa. And then some of the articles were, what does it mean to live in the past? Well, first, most of us think in terms of the past more than we ever recognize. We're thinking about old times. How could we have done something different? Or in some cases, good memories, but it's in the past. And if we're in the past, we're not living in the moment. So we miss all the good things that are being presented in the moment because our mind is so focused in the past. Well, what's the problem with that? The problem is when we are focused in the past, we miss the present, and our future is now going to be just like the past because that's where our mind is. Nothing changes when nothing changes. We can only change our mind in the present moment. We can only recognize what is truly happening if our mind and our awareness is in this moment. But if we're trapped and lost in past thinking, especially what we think has been done to us, where we get to play the victim over and over and over in our mind, then we have missed the moment, and we have missed the love that is in the moment. I know that we all have some good memories, loving thoughts, things from the past. That love, when we think about it, comes into the present moment. But if I'm thinking about something that someone has done to me in the past, as I've asked someone here the very first time I met this person, who happens to be now a very good friend of mine. First time I met her, she sat down, she started telling me of her past. And I listened, and I remember saying to her, okay, stop. We're both sitting here. Bring me the past. Bring me all that stuff. Bring it to me so that we can fix it. I said, she said, I can't. It's in the past. I said, well, if you can't bring it to me so that we can fix it, there's only one thing. Let it go. Recognize it's back there. It's gone. Why would you carry it into this moment so that you can be miserable, sad, and in grief and everything else in this moment? Because all you're doing is reliving something that happened how many years ago? And it was quite a number of years ago. And I said, that doesn't serve a purpose in this moment. Only in this moment can you be free of it. Only in this moment can you be happy. Right? Only in this moment can you be joyful. And she recognized that fast. She couldn't bring it into the present. But I said, now, think of something, one thing. Think of something that in your past that was truly loving, that just made your heart melt. She did. Had something to do with a cat. And I said, you can feel the love right now, can't you? It's right here with you. And she said, well, yeah. I said, because love never goes away. Love is eternal. It is always there, and we can always access it. And when even though you think it's in the past, the moment that the love is in your present moment, it is now a part of you in this moment. And that's the point I'm trying to make, guys. The past is what is dead. But if we live in the past, then we live in, as much as I hate to say it, we live in death in this moment. Because we're back where what has already happened has happened and is gone. It is passed away. Isn't that what we say when people pass? They've passed away. Well, it is passed away. But if we bring it into the moment, then we are passed away as well. We're not living. That's not living. Living in the past is not living at all. And all you're doing is guaranteeing that the future is going to be just like the past because you've missed the present moment. Well, what is so spectacular about the present moment? Because that's all there is. I want you to think about this. Let's say in a few minutes, which seems to be in the future, when you're aware of it, you're still in the moment. There's only the moment. Have you ever recognized there is no tomorrow? When you get up tomorrow, you will say, it's today. No matter what day of the week is said, you will still think of it in terms of today. It's the moment. You can never touch yesterday. Tomorrow is always something that we think about. I'd like to remind you of this. You've ever seen the movie The Gods of Egypt? They're trying to save the world, and the ancient Egyptian gods are at war with each other. And Osiris is trying to save the world and get his eye back. But he has to go to an underground facility guarded by the Sphinx. But you can't get by the Sphinx unless you answer a riddle. So they took Lord Thoth with them because he supposedly knew everything. So as soon as they enter, the Sphinx arises out of the sand and questions. Gives them the riddle. He's like, you can pass if you answer correctly. If not, I will kill you. That's kind of how I went. And so the Sphinx asks the riddle. Everyone believes in it, yet no one has seen it. Everyone is sure that it will come, but they've never been there. What is it? Thoth answered. Wrong. He gave the wrong answer. He said, order. Well, no, that wasn't the answer. He got beat around a little bit, but since he was a god, he didn't die yet. And so the Sphinx asked the question again. This time his answer was chaos. This time he got knocked around a whole lot more. And so there was one human there, and the human said, stop thinking like a god and think like a human. And Thoth said, if I did that, then I would be nothing. He missed the point. Even the Egyptian god missed the point. So what was the answer? The human, the boy turns out to be, the hero of the movie. So what was the answer to the riddle? Tomorrow. We all know it's there, but we've actually never seen it at all. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that when we get up, we think it's there, but it isn't, because it's always today. And that's why Thoth missed it, the all-knowing one. Well, in truth, within each one of you is the truth. The one that knows all. Who knows that there is only this moment. No matter what the calendar says, what the clock says, it doesn't matter. It's still this moment. Always will be. You cannot leave this moment. You will never arrive at another moment. So why would you live in the past when everything is in this moment? Everything you need to know is in this moment. It's not back there. But most of us find ourselves in a situation, and instead of being in the moment where the answer really is, we go searching the past to try to define what we're supposed to do in this moment. That doesn't work. The answer isn't back there. There is no back there. And we wonder why so many times we don't make the right choices. Because we're not where the true choice is found. Because we're back there. True choice is in this moment. Always will be in this moment. Where else could it be? Well, why do we go back there and look? Because it's comfortable. We don't really like the moment. That was one of the things I read on Google. We don't really care for the moment. Do you know why we don't care for the moment? Because most of us find it boring. What are we supposed to do next? But if we can think in the past, we can always think, well, I should have said, should have. And notice that the past is full of should. Well, as I say, the past is full of should. Right? That's all it is. You can't bring the should into the moment. You never will. But you can bring I am into the moment. I was is meaningless. I will be is even more meaningless. I am is the name of God that you share with God. That's where the power is. Notice that I am is a present tense. When you think I am, you are thinking in the moment. That's the only place you can be. Because if not, it's I did, I wish, I could have, I should have, I might have. That's all meaningless. Always will be meaningless. But I am in the present moment is where you have all the power. This is where your choices lie. It's where every choice lies. But you will miss the choice that is right before you if you're thinking of the past or somehow dreading the future. There's nothing to dread in this moment. And there's something I'd like to close with that will anchor you to this moment. You ready? Mm-hmm. Take a breath 6 minutes ago. Can't do it, can you? Take a breath 6 minutes from now. Right now. 6 minutes. You can't do it. But you can take a breath in this moment. The breath is what anchors you to the moment. When you find yourself in the past, stop and take a breath. Become aware of that, just that simple breath, and you're back in the moment. Is it any coincidence that a breath that we take in is called inspiration? We inspire. We take a breath in. Some people call it inhale, but it's an inspiration. To inspire means to be in the spirit, which is to be in the moment. That's all it means. That's what to inspire means. It means to be in the moment, to be aware of the moment. And when you are aware of your breath, you are in the moment. So it's not real hard if your mind is off playing in the past. Take a breath. That's the moment. You're back in the moment where all your power lies. It doesn't lie in the past, nor does it lie in the future. It lies right here, right now. So the last thing I will say, there's only here. There is no other place. And there is only now, for there is no other time. And never forget, Albert Einstein wrote a paper in 1912, well over now 100 years ago, 112 years ago, 111 years ago now, because almost, it's not 2024, so almost 112 years ago, in which he wrote, time is not real. Einstein wrote that. When are we going to listen to who we consider to be the smartest man in the world? Time is not real. Time is an illusion, he said, albeit a persistent one. But when are we going to listen to even Einstein? So we have science. Time isn't real. Well, when are we going to learn it? For the moment that we learn it is the moment that we stay in the present moment. And from the present moment, we are always right there with love, peace, joy, happiness. That's what it means to live. Life is now. Life isn't in the past. And life isn't in the future. Excuse my language, I'm going to say it. It's 3:30. It's after 3:30 on a Sunday, so who cares? I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it the way I want to say it. There's no life in the damn future. Because not one of you have the promise. None of us was promised tomorrow. We would never say, it does not say we were promised tomorrow. It always says you were promised today. Well, here's the deal. I want you to think about this. You were promised today, but you were never promised all day. In this moment, you were always promised the moment. So it doesn't matter what happens, because in the moment, you are always alive. You are life itself in the moment. Any other place, you're already dead. That's up to you. Life is much more fun, but you can only do it from this moment. You can only have fun this moment. It's not in the past or the future. It's in this moment where all things arise. So go and enjoy it. Get out of the past and come into the moment where everything exists, because that's where you are. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all for watching. And now Marvin.
As we sit and reflect for just a moment on the lesson, I'd like for you to move around a bit and get comfortable. Eyes closed or opened. Breathe in, I am. And breathe out, relaxed. Breathe in, I am. And breathe out, stillness. Breathe in, I am, and breathe out, peace. As your breathing becomes gentle, focus on your heart center. Are you feeling insecure, angry, or at peace? Become aware of your thoughts right now. Are your thoughts about the past or now, or maybe even you just have a peaceful mind with nothing running through it at all? As you check your thoughts, if it is not peaceful, forgive it. If you are condemning yourself, forgive yourself and release the thought like a balloon floating in the air. And breathe in stillness and breathe out gratitude. If another thought arises, is it at peace or at fear? And if it is fear, forgive yourself for being fearful and let it go. Repeat this for the next few moments. And as we begin to move forward with our day, stop from time to time and check your thoughts, especially if you feel yourself becoming anxious or frustrated. Stop. Ask yourself, what is this thought? What is this thought about? And forgive yourself and move forward with your day.
Thank you, Marvin. Thank you, Miss Penny, for that reminder within the meditation. Again, thank you for everyone who is here, those who are watching, and to those who will watch throughout the week. Again, remember, there's only this moment. Live it, be it, and find out just how good life is in the moment. If you would, please silently say with me our closing prayer. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive. We give and receive in love because we are that love. Amen. And for those who would like to know more, at 5:30 this afternoon, we're doing a special class on grievances. It's more than what you think. All right, a lot more than what you think.
And at 4:30.
Right? And at 4:30 is a course of love. All right, so we hope that you'll join with us. That's not live streamed on Facebook. That's on Zoom. So hope to see you in just a few minutes. Bye, everyone.